Hi everyone, it's Adris again, and I'm going to make a couple of videos today. The first one is the book I'm reading. Now, I've created a 52 a list of 52 books that I want to read throughout the year, and my goal is to read a book a week. And I am starting with the Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. And so my goal is to read this book this week. And it is called A Poetic and Powerful Call to Reclaim Our Lives, Find Our Own Personal Freedom. It is a triumphant work that transcends the title, lifting the reader from mere motivation into a soaring, purposeful, and meaningful life, which is what I am trying to do, live my optimal life. And so I thought that this was the perfect book for me to start with. I am enjoying it so far. It reads really well, very easy, and I am hoping to finish that this week. So there are a number of other books that I do want to get to and read that I haven't read yet. And even some that I've already read and kind of forgotten about. I have a number of, self-help, personal development type books. But the goal is to read even books that I have read before to kind of keep me in this mode, to keep me motivated and inspired, to show me new things and new ways of reaching this goal and being purposeful, being intentional, and just having the right information circulating in my brain and taking hold so that I can remain on task. And so far, one of the things that have stood out to me is the first declarations of personal power that he kind of started off. He started off the book with, and oh my goodness, just inspiring, just really, really inspiring. And one of the first things that he said, and I talked about this earlier, is why, having been endowed with the courageous heart of a lion, do we live as mice? When will we be ready to ascend to another level of existence? And right there I wrote now, January 1st, 2016, because I was ready the beginning of the month. And the beginning of the year, and there are so many really nice lines and sentences that just jump at you and make you think, yes, 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 this is exactly what I want to do. This is how do I do it? Tell me, Brendon. And I do watch a lot of his YouTube videos, and I even took on New Year's Day, I took part in a live seminar that he had teaching how to, kind of set up for 2016 to live your best life. But there's so much that I find interesting, and in talking to people, just talking to people in general, friends and family, when I'm talking about this, and one of the first things that Brendon stresses is reclaiming our agenda. And I know so many people, not me personally, because I don't necessarily have that kind of situation going, but so many people live in reaction to what's in their email box. The first thing they do when they wake up is check their email. And then they start doing what other people want them to do instead of creating their own day and then deciding what is in their best interest. So, I really, one of the parts that really resonated with me is practicing joy and gratitude. And so I am all amped for doing that. And in the seminar on New Year's Day, he said that we should practice gratitude and complimenting 3 people a day and being grateful for 3 things throughout the day. So, there are just all these little nuggets of information that just keeps you going, how we can amplify love and slow time down and inspire greatness. And oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I am just so ready. I am reading, and I am really, really inspired. If you haven't heard about this book or um, heard about Brendon, go ahead and check him out. He is really motivational. He has an academy called the High Performance Academy, and it shows people how to live, at your highest level, performing well and at the top of your game. And so I would really recommend getting this book and reading it because it offers a lot of information. Right before I finish this book, I will tell you what the next book is that I'm going to be reading for the year. And I think what I'll probably do is probably post maybe the next 3, 4, 5 books or so that if you don't have them or if they're not in your library, and I'm not saying you should go out and buy books. Hopefully you have a local library that you can become a member of, and you can just take the book out, borrow the book, and read it, because I'm going to be really, really using my library, and some of them I already have in my in-home library. So a lot of the books I will buy just because I'm also working on building my library, not just for me but for my kids, because I'm also having Joshua read these books as well. But if you can't really afford to buy the books right now, I would recommend that you go ahead and borrow them from the library. And then if it's a book that really resonated with you, then later, you can try to get it to add to your collection. But reading is just such a powerful thing. And I think the next book I'll be reading is The Art of War. And I have it right over there. And so I think that's going to be the next one. Let me just grab it just 1 second. And this is the version that I have by Sun Tzu, The Art of War. So this is the next book I'm going to be reading after the Motivation Manifesto, and then after that I think I'm going to read The Alchemist. So I pretty much know the next 3 books that I want to read. So you can already go ahead and see if they're in your library, or if maybe to order them online. And Amazon, of course, has great prices and great collection. Barnes and Noble, whatever bookstore or whatever is in your area. But I think it will be really, really good to try and read a book a week. That is what I'm aiming for. And so I do have this one to finish in the next few days. I will write a little review of it, and I'll come back and tell you totally what I think of the 9 declarations to claim your personal power. But I'm very excited about it, and I am reading, and I'm really amped up already for all the things that he has said in this book. So that's it. That's my book that I'm reading for this week. I have 52 of them, and I created a little list in my book, in my planner here, and it just says 2016 books to read. And then of course number 1 is the Motivation Manifesto. And I didn't write in the rest just in case I couldn't get the book or something happens. I wanted to wait until I actually had the book and started reading it to kind of put it in there so that it is solid that I am doing it. So that's where that is. But I encourage you to try and read. If you can't do a book a week, just start and see how long it takes you. I will have the list on the blog, and so that way you can go back and see what other books I read and how it helped me in the journey. So take care, go out, get a book, start reading. Just start reading. Just start reading. It will help you eventually. That's the best thing I can say. So please go ahead and subscribe so you can get updates on the next videos I'm going to be doing, and as well as rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. Looking forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.